Alright, well, we got a call from a Sitka deer buck. He should be just over this hill here. Gonna do a few buck grunts and see if we can get him to come in here. Alright, looks like there's another one. Just off over there. But we're obviously just interested in getting the bucks to come in here, so... Let's take a look over here. Sometimes there's bucks mixed in with the does. So far, I'm not seeing any. Alright. Here's that buck. He's just coming in over here. So before I take him out though, I just want to make sure that there's nothing bigger around that we might be able to get instead. Doesn't look like it. So we're going to pull out the 8x57 here because the competition is, that's one of the requirements there for it. It said it has to be shot with one of the classic rifles. There we go. Well, that's one down. We need two more to get ourselves a score on the leaderboard. Doesn't look like my dog Reginald's gonna have to do much work with this one. Alright, score of 74. So, not too bad. Could have been worse. Try to line up for a half decent trophy shot here. There we go. Alright, and yeah, so it's a couple of missions that I'm after completing here too, and the one is to harvest a moose with a muzzleloader. One or two moose, I can't remember exactly. I might have to go double check the requirements for that one. And I haven't done the mission that you need to take out a couple of bison with the 4570, so we're going to try and complete that one as well. Well, you know what? While we're letting things calm down after that shot there, I'm gonna just go check the requirements for those 2 missions there real quick, so stay tuned. Alright, I'm back. So we got a whole pile of tracks here. And actually, I just noticed here that we have a bison up on the side of this hill here. It's a male with a score estimate of 65 to 115. So before he starts trotting away, I'm going to actually just get up a little bit closer and go down into the prone position. See if we can get a shot on him. Alright. Normally I'd put another one in, but I'm fairly confident that one shot should do the trick. And besides, it'll give Reginald a little bit of work to do. Hey, what's up, Hawkeye? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining the stream tonight. Just starting to get back into it here. Well, let's see. Just up ahead here, we should have a blood trail here to follow that bison. Yeah, sweet, man. Yeah, I'm after some Sika for the comp, but I'm also after, I haven't done the bison mission with the 4570 yet, and the moose one with the muzzleloader, so I'm actually trying to kill 3 birds with 1 stone here tonight. I already shot 1 Sika deer just about a couple minutes ago. Scored 75 approximately, so I don't know, half decent start. Just gotta find where that blood trail went for that bison so I can get Reginald on the trail. Nope. You know what? No bother. Here he is right here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the I have the conical bullets or whatever, the 50 conical. Pretty sure I can use that. And I find those ones actually have some pretty good stopping power. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Score 108. Get another quick trophy shot here. There we are. But yeah, so we'll just continue on here. Haven't gone too far. I've already got a Sitka and a Bison. Yeah, yeah, the classic one. I don't mind it, but when I'm going up against moose, and even bison for that matter, I usually stay away from it. So we're going to try and track down another Sitka deer here before we head more into the bison and moose country. Oh wow. Yeah. I like the muzzleloader for red deer. That's what I love going after red deer with. The classic one. Alright, so we got a call of a moose here. Yeah, I was playing with Chuck the other night there. You know, Bucks and Buffalo. And we were on Red Feather Falls, and he shot himself a nice 216 moose. Alright, well, I'm going to have to switch over here. Not going to worry about using a scope. Obviously, because if I did, wouldn't count for the mission. Oh, really? 216 too? Nice. I've yet to get one over 200 this season. I got a 227 one last season. It's my personal best. Alright, we got eyes on him. Just a little guy. Should be over 100 though anyway. Get my dog to stay there before he starts taking off after him. Oh wow, 235. That would be massive. Alright, hold it there, partner. Now we'll see what kind of damage that does. Hopefully he goes down right away. Just double tap the double barrel or what? Nice. Alright, well, I think he's down up ahead here. I didn't see him run off any further. Alright, yeah, we got a lung hit. Alright, Reginald, get after him, boy. Yeah, my dog is only level 14 right now. I try to get him out as often as I can, though. Nope, definitely not. Oh, look at there. He just leveled up. Level 15. Where is he? I'm gonna find him before he does. Just tons of tracks over here from those cow moose. Is he stuck or something? What the heck is he doing? Oh, you know what? He lost the trail. He was sitting down over there. Oh well. No trophy shot for you this time. Come on, Reginald. Alrighty, well, so we got that one mission completed. Let's see if we can go find some more sickas. I need 2 more bucks to get a score on the leaderboard there. Yeah, for sure. I think probably once they get him over level 20, you should be probably, you know, a lot more responsive. And I remember when they first came out, though, it was almost like they were already, you know, the highest level they could be. Never had like hardly any issues with him. He was always following the trail as far as it could go. But obviously that must have been a bug, because he's kind of acting like he should, I suppose. And yeah, man, congrats, by the way, on becoming a new moderator on the forum. That's pretty awesome, dude. I've always tossed around the idea of applying for it, but I just decided we'll leave it up to the people who have a little bit more time on their hands. Sometimes life gets in the way. So I'm just work my way up this way. Alright, well, we got some droppings here from a deer. Not too sure if it's a buck or not. Yeah, no, I had to take a break from doing YouTube and live streaming for a while there. So I bought a new house, and I had to get a whole bunch of renovations done to the basement, and then work got in the way and everything. Yeah, life was just hectic. But things are finally starting to calm down a little bit. Yeah, totally, they did. Kind of seemed a little strange to me why right off the bat, you know, the hounds were, you know, acting like the top tier. Yeah, thanks, man. But yeah, no, I was able to play a little bit of the Call of the Wild beta. Didn't mind the game. You know, I made a post about what I thought about it in the forums there. Game was fun, but I hope they make a few of the changes I suggested. Not a big fan of the scoring system. That's probably my biggest criticism of it. And I hope that we can get some trophy shots too, because what's the point of bagging a nice trophy or a rare or whatever, not being able to get a picture of it? You know, half decent one anyway. I mean, I know you can always take a screen grab while it's laying on the ground, but it's kind of pointless. Alright, well, got a female up ahead there. I think that's a bison off in the woods. Nope, cow moose. Yeah, totally. Yeah, it kind of didn't really make too much sense. We'll just sneak up here a little bit more, see what's going on. Yeah, it just seems, you know, obviously there's so much in the air. Hopefully they start to clear a few of the rumors at least. But yeah, I'd be pretty disappointed if they didn't have, you know, online leaderboards and competitions and whatever. You know, if you're gonna make a sequel to the game, which is what actually I heard Peter Johansson say in his article there, that is pretty much the Hunter 2. Well, I don't know. If it doesn't change, I'll probably just stick to Classic. Alright, well, still don't have any visual on the Sitka deers that should be somewhere around here. Oh, hold on, there he is. Or she, I should say. Not 100% sure if she's with a buck. And I unfortunately don't have a bow with me. Yeah, true that, man. But yeah, I think Elena and they all know me well enough to know that I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but just trying to give it some constructive criticism. Well, I don't see any bucks, so we're gonna try and sneak past this girl here. move our way up north a little bit here. See where we're at. And one thing I forgot to bring was camping supplies. That was a dumb mistake. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. You know, I'm all about promoting the hunter, but I want to promote a product that's actually worth it, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I had tons of fun with that game. That was pretty good. I like the whole, the new aiming down the sights with the peripheral vision, the scope. That's pretty good. It's a lot more realistic in that sense. Yeah, this is a deadly area for Sitka deer. You know, I've got a few tents. I got one up here. Sometimes I'll start here, work my way this way, or even start here. There's bucks that you can find, you know, going along this way. And even sometimes if you start going like that, those are pretty much my go-to areas for Sitkas anyway. Alright, well, let's pick up the pace here. Yeah, in case I run into any polar bears, I'm gonna have to take them out with the 4570. I'm pretty happy that they actually count for something now. Definitely a smart move on their end to change that decision. See some movement way up there. It is a buck. It's coming this way. It's not very big. But all I'm concerned about is getting a score on the leaderboard. And if I get lucky, we'll see. Yeah, I like the trails thing. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean the graphics are obviously amazing. Just imagine what you know, a reserve like Red Feather Falls or Timber Gold Trails would look like, or even Rougarou Bayou for that matter, using the new engine. Doing some duck hunting on a new engine would be pretty awesome. Alright. I'm gonna let out a call here, see if we can get him to give me a decent little shot. I wonder if it'll let me get up on this rock here. No, I don't think I did see your post. I'll have to definitely check that out. Let's get rid of the 4570 for now. There's another buck actually. off in the distance there too. He's bigger, definitely. Probably go 75 maybe. Where am I looking here? Here we go. You know, I might want to put a little scent spray down in case they smell me. Yeah, he's definitely a taker. I'm gonna just wait for him to probably, once he gets somewhere in this area right here, if he gets in that area, we'll wait and see. Old Reginald better stay put and not blow it for me. If I can, I'll try to take both of them. We'll see how quick my reflexes are. So the other one should come over that crest on that little hill there right away. Sure is taking his time though. There he is actually. It's not really giving me much for a shot right now. Come on there, buddy. Don't stop right there. Well, definitely got the first one. Second shot, not 100% about. Yeah, the other one, he didn't really give me much for follow-up. That's alright, we'll try and track him down. What's that over there? Is that him? I think that's him. Maybe. See what we can do here. See if we can pull off a long one. There we are. We got him. Didn't go too far. Alright, let's bag this one here. Yeah, score 72. Sorry, Reginald. I keep dropping them in their tracks, so I'm not giving you much to do here. Thanks, man. Yeah, that was a pretty good shot. I actually really like the classic 8x57. I don't have any of the other... Oh, actually, no, I have the 303, but I don't really use that one too much. It's pretty weak. Nice looking rifle, though. I suppose if you're after like roe deer and stuff like that, Kyle, it's alright. Nothing too big. Okay, there we go. So I'm sitting at an average of 64 at the moment. Put me in position 19. Yeah, for sure. Now I have a decision to make. If you want to just bear with me for 1 second, I need to see what the requirements are for this other mission here. Just give me 1 second here. Alright, man. Yeah, perfect. Thanks a lot. And yeah, good luck to you too. Yeah, good thing my wife isn't really into the Hunter, otherwise I'd probably never have my computer. But yeah, man, for sure, good luck. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, well, we got a call from another buck here, so for anyone still tuning in, we're gonna go and head after him. So we're in a bit of a predicament here. We got a bison coming in. Right in the path of the buck. So I'm hoping he'll just keep trotting in the direction he's coming and not turn and go straight towards me. Otherwise, well, I've no choice but to take him out. And then I'll end up spooking the buck in the process here. There he is right there. Well, he's clearly just a tiny little guy. So it might be worth my while to actually go for the bison, because that buck right there is not going to increase my average for the competition. So, not going to bother with him. Alright, he's down. Well, that should probably do it here for the bison mission. I know that one came out a little while ago, but just starting to get around to getting a few of them done here, so... Alright, score of 101. Unlocked an achievement there, looks like, for 100 missions, or 100 kills I should say. And mission bison is coming to town completed. So, I guess that bison was a bit of a stroke of luck. Now I don't have to fast travel all the way over here. And I can just continue going after some sitka deer, which is what my main objective for tonight is going to be. Well, you know what, guys? I'm going to end this hunt right here, but I'm going to start a new one right away. I want to start at my other lodge here. So I want to change my weapons around. There's no point in me having a 45-70 anymore, or even that muzzleloader. And I'm starting to get into Arctic fox and snowshoe hare country, so be right back. Alrighty, we are back. So I'm bringing along the 243 carbon, the 223 semi-auto, and the grasshopper. And for backup, I've got my 454, and I've got the reverse draw crossbow. So yeah, I think I'm pretty maxed out here for this little excursion. Now we're gonna make our way this way, and we'll see where fate decides. Alright, got a call from a female. Not too sure what my dog is doing. Fine, stay over there. Alright, well, looks like she called from inside that thicket of trees over there. So what we're gonna have to do is call her out of there and see what we can get. You know, there might be a buck that's mixed in with her there. And chances are there's probably another group of Sitka deer that are close by. Looks like my dog is, you know, a little confused. That's okay. We're gonna wander over here. He should probably sort himself out eventually. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to equip the crossbow. Get it loaded up here. Because I'd rather take this doe out silently so I don't spook everything else around in case there's a buck or two. Yeah, there we go. I knew he'd get his shit together here. Alright. We'll try and draw her in with this scent spray. And I'm going to go set up back over here. Alright, that was a buck. Oh, and you know what? You know what I didn't do? Is I forgot that I need to bring the 8x57 with me. Wow, okay. I'm gonna have to hustle back. Wasn't sure if that female spotted me or not. We're gonna try to move as silently as possible. Can't believe I forgot the 8x57. We should be good to start walking. Alright, get rid of the 243 there. Throw on the 8x57. Alright, yeah, we're gonna just get rid of the 454. Alright, what the hell, we'll bring it all. Alright, round 2. Now I suppose it probably makes sense to sneak up over here towards this rock and see if we can see him. I'll get my dog to just stay right there for now. Scent spray that I put down on that tree should have attracted both of those Sitka deer. Okay, well, we know where he is. He is just on the other side of this little crest over here. Get down into the prone position for now. Alright, well, let's take a look here. What do we got going on? Nothing too huge. Kind of a distance are we looking at? Currently at 60 meters. Well, I really don't think it's going to make much difference in the competition, but we're going to have to take him out anyway. Alright, I connected with that third shot on that female. Alright, I got a couple more boxes of ammo in case I start getting trigger happy again. Alright, well, we'll go bag this buck that we got. Gets it up to my average a little bit. Okay, so that female started running. You know, we're gonna give her a minute or two. Calm down. Should be more than enough time to start heading after her. Alright, let's head after her. Well, if I'd have known she was just right there. Alright. Well, let's continue along. Got a lot more ground to cover here. For anyone tuning in, probably be playing for about another hour. We'll see what we can do. Maybe we can get a nice 111 Sitka to come in. That would definitely help things. Not really too keen on walking directly through that thick stuff right there, so I'm going to try and stay out into the open somewhat. Not at a high enough tracking level yet for the Sitka deer for it to tell me whether that's a buck or a doe that I'm currently tracking. Alright, well, looks like we got an Arctic fox that is very close by. See another track over here. Just want to check this track out, see whether or not it's a roaming or a fleeing track. Okay, so the Arctic fox already knew I was coming. He's heading off in the wrong direction. I don't want to head up that way. So we'll forget about him. Well, we're coming up here on the fox that just called. Just got my dog to stay back there. I think what I'm going to try to do is head down here a little bit and let out a call, and then hopefully he'll come right in and give you a nice broadside shot. Hold on a sec. Where is... Okay, number 5. Well, that should do the trick right there, I think. So we're just going to head downwind to that location. And we'll probably use the crossbow for this guy. That is, of course, if everything goes according to plan. He was a little ways out there, though, so it might take him a few minutes to come trotting in here. I do not have a visual on him yet, But just in case, we're going to switch my other weapon over to the 223. Oh, here he is. Quick spot on him. It's at 30 meters. So, I want to aim just in between the first and the second one. Oh, darn it. There was a second one. Alright, well, we got one of them. Probably could have whipped out the 223 and put the other one down, but trying to be silent here. I don't want to spook any of the sick deer that might be around. Alright, well, give me a score of 12.705, so not too shabby. Line up old Reginald there. There we are. Alright, well, let's continue back in the direction there where the other one went. We might be able to see it once we get on the other side of this hill here. Thought I saw a fox right there. That was just a mound of snow. If I see that other fox, I'll probably take it out with 223, I suppose. Not seeing any Sitka tracks, so I don't see it hurting anything. So we're just slowly moving our way up here. Whoa, 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 there he is. Kind of surprised me there. Started walking back towards me. Lost sight of him though right now. I'm gonna head over to the other side of this tree, see if I can get a visual on him that's a little bit better. Now, isn't that strange? Oh, is that him right there? You know what? What range is he at? 23 meters. Oh, I smoked him in the head. Let's see if he goes down. Got lucky by him getting stuck there. Alright, well, you know what? He's at 54 meters currently, so if I know my distances, the third dot is 60. Oh, no need, he just went down. Alright, Reginald, finally got something for you to do there, boy. Well, what are you waiting for? Are you kidding me? There we go. Alright, well, that took care of those foxes. We won't get a trophy shot of that one. Let's see. Let's head back inwards a little bit. Still going after the Sitka deer. Oh, hey, Panda. Yeah, man, good to see you tuning in again, too. Trying to head after some Sika deer for the current holiday competition that just started today. Sitting in position 28 currently. That will definitely change. Hopefully for the better, but I'm going to have to find some bigger bucks. Well, we'll just head up here a little bit more, see what we can find. If there's nothing up ahead, I'm probably going to fast travel down to the Afterland Lodge down south there, because usually there's always a buck or two in and around that area. Well, we are on a track. I have no idea if it's a buck or a doe, though. Wouldn't you know it? Got a call from a doe. So we're going to take off after it. There's always a good chance that a buck is following the does around. So there's a close snowshoe hare somewhere around here. But I'm not going to concern myself with it for right now. I'm going to let out a call there. See if we can get the attention of any bucks that might be in the area. Alright, well, where is she? Just gonna ignore that fox for now. Gonna get the old 8x57 loaded up here. Well, right here we have a visual on the snowshoe hare. That would be a very easy target right now. I have no idea where the doe is. Should have just been right over here. I wonder if it's possible she never responded to the call. Oh, hold on a sec. She's looking right at me. Didn't even see her. I can't tell if she took off or if she kept going. She's still there, but she knows I'm here. I'm gonna let out another call here. See if we can lure her over here a little bit. And there may or may not be a buck or two following her somewhere that I just don't see yet. That's what I'm hoping for. Alright, well I think we gave her enough space right there. Another rabbit just over here. You stupid dog. Well, we're gonna wait for her to come in and put an arrow in her. She's definitely in range right there, but she's hiding behind the bushes. She's being quite cautious, so we might have to get up to her here. Sitting at 37 meters. Alright, there we are. I didn't feel like wasting any more time with her. So we're gonna go bag and tag her and move on. Try and find another buck, hopefully. Alright. Got the 100 reverse draw crossbow harvest achievement there. Alright, you know what? Looks like we're gonna take the north side of this mountain here. Wonder if that snowshoe hare is hopping around here somewhere. Well, we've had a little bit of luck so far on this hunt, but nothing as of late. There's a snowshoe hare right behind that bush. If I get close enough to him for a shot with the pistol, I will see if we can take him out. And then I'm probably going to end up moving locations. Oh, I missed him. Wow. That is some pro shooting right there if I've ever seen it. Just unloaded on him. Alright, well, here he is. Alright, well, you know what? We are running out of time to try and find another buck, so let's go ahead and fast travel all the way down here. Because this is a very good spot for bucks. Don't need the pistol anymore. Instead, we are going to take the 45. And we won't bother with the scope on it this time. Now this is just my backup weapon. In case we run into an angry moose or an angry bison. So yeah, usually if you start at Afterland Lodge and head down into the valley here, 9 times out of 10, you'll get a call from a buck. And that's if you start at 5 a.m. at the lodge. Definitely worth a try if you're after some Sitka deer. Well, here, check this out. What did I say? Always bucks around this area. Okay, I see him. He looks fairly decent. You know, definitely one that I want to try and take out. So, I'll let out a call right there. Get into a crouching position and try and get into position here. Luckily, the 8x57 has a bit of range to it. So if I have to pull off a long shot, it's definitely capable. Although, it is a little bit more difficult with the classic scope that it's attached to. Okay. There we go. I'm not gonna worry about hesitating with that guy. Just gonna grip it and rip it. Well, I know this one will definitely increase my average a little bit. So it increased my average, but I am now in actually a lower position than I was before. And that's because a lot more people are starting to get in entries on the leaderboard. There we are. Yeah, the wind sure is picking up here. Starting to blizzard. I've hunted in conditions like this in real life. It's definitely a challenge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my way towards the hot springs. That's what that area is called. And then after that, we'll take it from there. Now the sun's starting to come out here, brightening things up a bit. Alright, we're on a track here. Seems to be heading in the right direction. Alright, well, those tracks are coming from a female. She has doubled back on herself here, sort of. Pretty sure I just saw her head poking out of this bush over here. But you know what? She appears to be by herself. And I'm not too concerned with tagging does right now. Because we are after some bucks. Go big or go hungry. Sit up here a little bit, see what we can see. I'm always taking a look off to my left and my right. Checking for any movement. We're coming up on a good vantage point here. As you can see, the hot springs are just over yonder. Alright. Got a call from a bull moose. Not exactly our target species, but we're going to take a peek at him anyway. Okay, there he is right there. He's just a little guy. Hold on a sec. Looks like there's two of them. Okay, the other one's just a cow. Another female. Off over here. So yeah, the hot springs definitely a gathering point for moose, bison, and Sitka deer. So it's always worth checking out. What's going on? Do I even have my moose call on me? Appears I forgot my moose call. We'll see if we can get close enough to take it with the bow. It's going to take a little bit of stalking prowess, though. Let's see, which way is he headed here? Okay, looks like he's following that one female off over that way. If I can get on the other side of these fir trees right here, we should be in an okay position to take him out. Get my dog to stay right there. Doesn't get overexcited and start chasing him. Hey, farm boy, how's it going, man? I do have duck decoys. I have a plethora of duck decoys, actually. Full setup plus additional spinners just for show. Alright, here's that moose. He's at 45 meters approximately. Probably looking at close to 40 now, maybe a little bit more. Put one right there. Should do the trick. Yeah, I don't see him going too far, hopefully. Yeah. He's down, so I'm gonna mark him. Hey man, yeah, you know what? I'm actually probably gonna be logging off here within the next, 10 to 15 minutes kind of thing. I'm trying to get some Sitka deer bucks for the current holiday competition right now. too far. Get over here, dog. I'm gonna put an arrow into this one too. She's at 65 meters. That was a hit. We're gonna let her go. Alright. Get Reginald to track this one down here. Yeah, but hey man, definitely, if you're still kicking around, shoot me a follow, and I'll see what I can do. My time is a little bit limited, but I've got a few other people that have requested to, hunt with me, so I'll try and set something up, but definitely would like to get out and do some more duck hunting pretty soon. Alright, well, we got a bunch of moose that's around here. Not seeing any bucks. Yeah, see, with moose, especially the cows, you can almost walk right up to them. They won't even care that you're there. Yeah, I'm kind of getting an itchy trigger finger for the 45. Wouldn't mind putting this cow out with it. So that's what we're gonna do. She's walking away from me though right now, so gonna have to catch up to her a little bit here. Just a second, I see something off over here. Looks like it might be a bull. It is. It's definitely a bull moose here, right here. He's not a beast though. That's alright. All I know is somebody's getting a 45. And it's probably gonna be you, pal. So I'm not going to call him because I don't want to lure that female in. And he's walking in my direction, so basically what I'm doing right now is trying to get myself into a position where I think he spotted me. I'm going to lay prone for a few seconds here. But yeah, I'm trying to get myself into a position where I can get a nice little broadside shot on him. Okay, but he's still right there, so we're just going to creep up a little bit more. Alright, there he is right there. Do you know what? Jeez, there's another moose directly behind him here. It's another bull. He's smaller though. Has a wider rack, but definitely palms aren't great. Took a couple of shots. Love the sound of the 45. Looks like the other bull kind of stopped out there. Since I'm not getting any sick of deer action, we're gonna go after him too. Alright, there we are. A couple shots at the 45. Alright, so that other bull, he wandered up over here. I'm not sure where he went, but we should be able to see him here pretty soon. Alright, beauty, you know what? We got a call from a Sika. I hope there is a buck. And I hope the buck is going to score over 100. But not likely. Not sure if any of you could hear that back there, but that buzzing sound was just my dryer going off. Well, there's that bull. But I'm not worried about him right now. Not anymore. Plans have changed. Alright, there's a doe over here. Another cow. There's that doe that let out the call. I'm gonna just creep up a little bit closer. See if she's with a male. Doesn't look like it. She looks to me like she's just by herself. Oh, you know what? Good thing I double checked there. Look at this here, guys. That is a nice buck. That one right there should probably go over 100. And I actually see another deer in behind it right there. It's another nice buck. Alright, we're going to take out this first one here though. And yeah, try to Hail Mary shot on that one. But the important part is we got our buck. He looks pretty good too. Probably go over 100, I would imagine. That female's just over here, looking at us. Oh, you were lucky. She walked behind that hill before I could crack one off at her. Alright, well, here we go. It's the buck we were after. Hey, what'd I say? It went over 100 by 0.001. Look at that. Still not good enough to be in the top 10. I think I would need all 3 of them to be this big. Bear with me one sec. I'm going to try and get a little bit better of a shot. There we are. Alright, well, you know what? Let's run over here and see if we hit that second buck on the run. Looked like it might have been possible. You never know. And even if we didn't, if we head over here, we might be able to see him take another shot. He got a call from a female right there. Here's the track from the buck. As soon as we get over this little ridge right here, we should be able to see something. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure this is the approximate spot where we took the shot at him. There's the doe. There's a buck, but that's not the one, because he is smaller. Just gonna keep crouching over here. See if we can get eyes on the other one. Alright, well, you know what? Doesn't look like it. gonna wait for that other one to hold on a sec. That might be him that's walking way out there. Pretty sure it is. Alright, well, we didn't get that second one, but we dropped the first one, so we're gonna head over and bag it. Okay, here he is. Give me a score of 74. Not bad. I definitely wasn't expecting him to be bigger than the other one. There we go. Alright guys, well you know what, I'm going to wrap up this stream right here for anyone still watching. I appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that follow button if you haven't already. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Have a good one, everyone.